Okay, so Prospector Zone and Tormented Space are large libraries of dev-made maps that aren't part of the main story. Cool. My one issue? Hello, there's only one thing here. My only issue with dev-made maps and, like, non-story content is I probably don't unlock any new guns or anything like that. And from my perspective, unlocking new features is so key to gameplay that, like, all the side maps I'm probably gonna skip unless there's, like, an amazing one. But even then, I don't think I'm gonna get to it. But that's okay, because we still have a fair bit of campaign left. Seems quiet here. Kind of a backwater system, removed from the comings and goings of most empires. Makes it dangerous. Why so? Because I don't know much about it. Little off-the-map places like this can often harbor great surprises. There's only one world? Yes, and it's a world that was left undisturbed for most of its existence. It appears to contain an inhibitor, though. Someone must have recently placed it there. What lies beyond the system once we take out the inhibitor? Scanning. Looks like a stable wormhole. Scars. Fascinating. For all the unassumingness of this system, it is actually a gateway to another region of space. One about which I know nothing. That wormhole could lead to anywhere in the universe. This world also contains a shield key. Odd, since the system contains no shielded worlds. I'll engage and collect the key and take out the inhibitor. As interesting as another region of space sounds, I have a feeling it isn't part of our current journey. Perhaps we can come back and explore it later. So we'll just do it while we're here. Start. There we go. That's what I have to do. Some of the side maps have you play as the creeper. Interesting. Those look like primitive ruins. Yes, they were meant to look that way. This is a camouflage world. Some civilizations attempted to hide from the creeper by removing all obvious traces of higher technology. Obviously didn't work. The creeper must have either not cared or seen through their charade. Some cultures on some worlds went so far as to actually maintain a more primitive existence. They lost all advanced knowledge and even contact with the rest of humanity. This appears to be one of those worlds. Oh boy, this looks dicey. Those step pyramids. There's strange readings coming from them. The last indigenous culture must have taken technological artifacts built these pyramids around them. Perhaps they worshipped them or revered them in some way. Impossible to know for sure. What I can say for sure is the artifacts in those pyramids still appear functional. They're rather advanced. Scars. Connect the peak of each pyramid to your power grid. What'll happen? Each pyramid contains a defensive device that you should be able to power. Not exactly sure what each will do, but it looks like someone long ago placed these artifacts here. Perhaps they hoped it would defend the population. Interesting, and perhaps they did protect the population for some time. Some inhabitants even managed to escape, for a while anyway. In any case, I'll power the pyramids and take out the inhibitor. Boy, howdy. Alright. So, I think what I'm gonna do is dump all three of them right here. And hope that that one is good. We're going to need to get guns down almost immediately, as this is going to go bad for me real quick if I don't. I'm going to destroy this one. Yeah, hopefully the things on top of the pyramids are actually, you know, worth something. Hopefully whatever this is worth the effort. Oh, good. Okay, so these pyramids seem to just flood anti-creeper. This one's considerably more expensive than the others. Let's see. Okay. In that case, I'm going to move my guns down here. And let's get a forge. What is my power at? It's at not the greatest. I think I'm gonna give up on this one. We're powering it too much and it's not actually providing much immediate benefit here. Yeah, so hopefully this'll keep us going. It's damnedly expensive. So what kind of game is this? Tower defense, kind of. Except for... you're fighting the ocean? It's an odd duck. I don't want relays. It's kind of hard to describe the Creeper World games because they don't really operate under the same logic that a lot of other video games do. There are a number of games like this that are so unique and so interesting that they cannot feasibly be compared. And I guess, yeah, the closest you could come is talking about these games in terms of, like, tower defense and, you know, terms like that. Okay. So we have just enough power that we can kind of get that. And our forge is slowly filling up here. I'm just going to keep putting collectors down. It's not the prettiest. But I don't have enough power to get generators down. And we kind of want this giant horror mess to actually get me something. Let's see. Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing to talk about at some point. Like, just a video on the truly unique games on the market. But, like, there's nothing quite like them. Okay, so the anti-creeper is keeping them actually largely at bay. This makes me sad, and I'm probably going to want to rip it up. Let's see if that's okay. Hey, energy efficiency. Okay. Got to move those a little closer. Let's see. I'm a little... I'm not gonna say stressed out whenever I play this game, but like the opening of this game, the start is always the hardest, where it's just like everything is always all of a sudden just super stressful. Kind of work on it though. Yeah, Creeper World 4 being fully 3D is gonna be awesome. From what I experienced, it was pretty dang great. It was... I feel like it was slower, and maybe that's just me. Okay. Let's see, we're actually good. We've got energy flowing. So let's get some reactors down. Let's go back up to ×4 of speed. I'm now feeling pretty confident that I can at least... I'm not going to say hold my own here, but I'm not going to get wrecked if I look away for like 2 seconds to abuse resource chains. Put a little bit into packet speed. I like it how it looks like it's going in the reverse. Okay, so yeah, back to reactors. How many can I get down? Because as it stands, these things are currently just outputting silly amounts of anti-creeper, and so as long as I can keep them stocked, we pretty much don't have to worry about too much of anything. And so I can focus on getting my power grid to look like, well, I don't know. I just want to have one hell of a power grid, alright? Alright, next order of business, let's get some terps. That's a guppy. Let's get like 3 terps. Because we've got them solid. What I want to do is actually wipe this area out so it's nice and clean. And I'll redo the entire thing. Okay, what floor are we looking at? Let's see, it's 2. Terraforma, 2, 9. Well, bam! Let's see, what's a terp? I'll admit, it kind of sounds like a derogatory term, but it's a terraforming engine. Okay, there we go. Probably should have gotten some relays up in here at some point, but this'll do. Because, yeah, what I'd like to do is flatten out down these pyramids so I can just have a lot of room to put my own front up. But yeah, so they're terraforming engines. I can tell them to specifically, like, level an area out. And so what I'm going to do is build a wall. Clear this out and then build a wall. Hopefully, so this'll... Oh, that's perfect. What floor is this? 8. Terraform at 10. Do 1. Okay. I'm gonna destroy that one. Put another collector down there. Terraforma. Back down to 2. Level all that. Okay. And back up to 10. Okay. So the reason for this is because having a level 10 wall will keep my place defended, because the creep will get distracted. It won't be able to go over it. And... Oh, we're gonna have to... Wait, no, that works perfectly. And effectively, what I want to do is set this so it's a channel. This is all the way up, so that's not going to work as well as I want it to. No matter what, this is going to be flooding the field. Unless... Let's go back to this. This is going to take a lot of terraforming. Luckily, we're in a comfortable state, so I don't have too much to worry about. What I'm going to do... So I'm going to do that. Back to 2. We want this entire front area to be 2. So what this will do is make all of it just kind of get caught in a back area. Let's see, my terps ain't done. Let's see, do I want to get a secondary set of terps up in here? Yeah, I can. We're good. Let's see. If I put a relay here, it won't get nuked. Whoa. Okay. I am... Well, I guess that's actually not that big of a deal. We should probably also put some points into energy storage. Okay, let's move these 3 up here so we can keep this wall. Okay. Looks like this didn't quite work. Okay. That should work. I mean, my base might just be sitting in permanent anti-creep mode. And if that is the way it is, then so be it. Okay, let's put that there. Now let's start terping out. Because eventually I want to put this on a nice, proper grid. Okay, they're on layer 11. Is this one? This one's on layer 8. This one's on 11. Let's see. So in that case, I'm going to destroy a couple of these. Move everything closer. Okay, terraform. Everything back to 10. Yeah, because what I want to do is flatten most of this area out. I just want to see if I can do this, more than because I actually need to. I probably could have even made some serious headway on winning. But that's boring. I gotta do landmass science here. Okay, 2. Because, yeah, I don't have access to these temples. Effectively, all I want to do is get it so that it's outputting all of the anti-creep. Yeah, so at this point, this is not draining. That's part of why. Because, yeah, if I can get it so this specifically flows down into this area and not into my own base, that should give me a more efficient use of the anti-creep. And if it doesn't actually work, then so be it. I wasted some amount of time on a weird science project. Hey, thank you, Crystalon, for the 20 gifted subs. Hot dang. Thank you. How are you doing this fine and lovely Saturn afternoon? Okay, let's just flatten this all down. Okay. And I'm gonna try and move everything over here so I can flatten this out. And then we'll get rid of this horrible power grid that makes me sad. Let's see. I guess I gotta keep that one. Let's destroy the rest. When life gives you a grid, you use and abuse it. Much as possible. Okay, let's see. So we gotta destroy almost all of these, which might muck things up for a little bit. But I think we're good. Because we've got the wall and we've got the anti-creep things. But there we go. It's interesting that this is outputting still backwards. Like it just kind of overfloods my wall channel. And there's no easy way to get it to flow downwards. So I guess this was a giant waste of time, but that's okay. Kinda wish you could raise and lower the land without actually, move it around. Raise and lower the land without actually having to destroy all of your structures on it. There's a button. X, delete, backspace? No. Maybe there's got to be a hotkey for destroy. Shift X. Got it. There we go. Look at that. That's much faster. Okay, terraform 2.9. Yeah, so interestingly enough, the anti-creep generator on this side, the big one, is actually truly flooding my base more than I was expecting it would. Okay. Let's just do a second set of this. How wide? It's too wide. Just want to see if I can get it to flow right. Because, yeah, it's kind of wasteful to have all these resources just hanging out here. Well, if it doesn't work... Yeah, why do all that terraforming? Science! But yeah, I think the fluid dynamics doesn't really account for path of least resistance. It just kind of plops and then falls where it may, which keeps a really good defensive line, but it doesn't actually do a very good job of letting me like move it around. Gosh, that would be so cool if you could actually have full fluid dynamics in full fluid dynamics in the next game. Where, like, you actually have pumps and stuff to move it around. I guess one of the major issues here is probably this one on the back. Okay. So hopefully that'll stay connected. Let's finish this off. That anti-creep is actually making a huge difference. I didn't really give it a whole lot of credit for it. Let's see. If you want pumps, sprayers are what you're looking for. Except for sprayers won't move fluid that's already there, correct? So, I see. So... Interesting. Okay. That's neat. So this whole terraforming thing was kind of pointless. I'm still proud of how it worked out. Even if it was excessive. Alright, I think we've got everything. I can probably destroy all of these sprayers. Let's see. Next up. Do I need to have an ore mine, by the way, for it to actually realize I have storage? Is there no way to actually yeah, there's no way to store it normally. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's do that with this one. And then this one. Alright, forge. Let's go back to AC storage. Just make it kind of silly. So effectively, now we can start draining all of the spare stuff and start redoing it over here. Let's see. I'm gonna destroy those. At this point, don't need them. Because at this point, I don't think I need any terps for, like, any reason. There we go. Alright, and I got a silly amount of energy. We're just going to redouble our efforts for, like, a smidge. Okay, now that I've done that, let's see. Man, I feel like I'm gonna need, like, a silly amount of sprayers if I want to do this properly. Wait a second. What if we go over here? Seeing as I have a ludicrous amount of AC, normally I go with the strafers. But it's very clear that I'm going to have an inhuman amount of AC over the course of this. Let's destroy that one. Let's get a relay up in here. Actually, destroy that one. Get a relay here. And then a relay here. And a final relay down there. Alright, cool. Alright. Unleash the flood. Let's see. Let's buff our storage up. So the answer is, I think the strafers. Oh, right. I have to actually tell these all to auto-launch. Alright, let's just do that. Gosh, we, like, immediately just run out. Well, that's okay. I'm just gonna build some more sprayers over here. Oh, that's fine. Okay, let's do that. We should probably also get... I'm pretty sure it's starting to get over the walls, which is going to be a problem. Let's see, so let's do weapon... mortars. And that'll get a cannon there. There we go. I just wanted to make sure it wouldn't go over the wall, because things would go bad. So the answer is... it actually does not seem like the bombers are worth it. At least not in this situation. Yeah, this is a neat idea. I was hoping I could channel it better. I could not, and it's okay. So let's just go with the tried and true method of madcap strafers, because that has literally never not worked. But this is just hideous. I got the energy to remake this properly. I'm just gonna get rid of the terps. Copper placement is very important to me. There we go. That's nicer looking. That's much nicer looking. So let's just lay all this out. Let's see. Select these. Oh, I see. Structure, relay, corner. Corner. There we go. Alright, weapons. More strafers. There we go. No such thing as excessive in my vocabulary. Let's see. Like this. Look. There's no such thing as excessive, but I'm very interested in keeping everything properly aligned. Alright, there we go. And that should give me all my planes. This is probably too much, but, get him. Woo, boy. That's... yeah, these things are way more effective. Alright, so we need some energy storage bonuses, and we potentially need some more reactors. We might not, but the energy cost to keep all these things firing is actually astronomical. And so we're going to need some more reactors. To the surprise of probably no one. Hopefully no one. More reactors. If I do this, everything is peachy keen. Let's see, is this all laid out? Yeah, look at that sweet grid. Alright, so now I got 140 power, more reactors than my body knows what to do with. And I don't actually know if move speed, fire range, I don't know if any of these things actually really help me too much. One way or another, we've completely emptied this area out, so, relay. Alright, there's one. Let's select half of this and start going for the next group. Let's actually just shoot this area. There's nothing here generating creep, but there's so much of it that I want to just kind of burn it down so we don't have to worry about it. As it's just a little close for comfort. And I'd like to make my way over here if I can. Perfect. Oops. Lost a sprayer. Where? What? Oh! I told one of my sprayers to go down here. Whoops. Just build a mortar there. I'll just let it do its thing. Alright, should be good. Should have plenty of anti-creep. Let's grab the lot of these. Okay. Next up, structure relay. And I should be able to sneak this in. Because that has its own shield generator. And, oh, this thing creates... what the hell are these? What are you? I don't know. It creates like little mech dudes. Well... They're aggressive little jerks, and I love them. Let's just put that there. Should be good to go. So I think they just go for the highest concentration of creep. Yeah, they're kind of the robots we saw in Creeper World 4, but not quite. Okay, next up, Titans Bertha? Unfortunately, I can't see through all my planes, so I should probably tell them to go elsewhere. Let's start going for this one. Okay. I'm just gonna have that aim at that one. These guys should keep the line back, no problem. While we're here, just spare mortar. Kill the rest of the creep there. Should probably actually bring these things out. Alright, how's this looking? It's looking beautiful. Unsurprisingly. Freaking plane spam is obscenely strong. Let's see, you can make the strafers fly in a line instead of on point. If you hold and then drag the target, you can tell them which line they should shoot at. Good to know. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, Titans, second berth. Bertha. You get in there. Start blowing them to smithereens. And also hell. Alright. Let's see if we can sneak a cannon or 3 up in here. That should work. Alright, you're nice and loaded. Look at that. You got nothing. Let's see. Relay, and... Oops. Do that. I like that. That's a lot tighter than what I was dealing with previously. Oh, it just needed a target. Whoops. Well. Didn't line that one up correctly. Guess I'll put the collector over here. I do have to get that key. I'm not actually sure if I need the key. Bam! Well, that was easy. I mean, go figure.